Okay, what is it? Wednesday? 27th. I know it's the 27th because yesterday my best friend would have turned 49. That's what we all turned this year. So he passed away 21 almost years ago. Crazy. So I took the day off. And I didn't feel like getting all worked up with this because the reality of it is you want to come on and be like, hey, we need to... But it's just bullshit, everything going on here. And it's frustrating. And, you know, you need to take breaks from it. But there really isn't time for breaks, right? Evil doesn't rest. They're not resting. They are bringing this shit in. The Covey Pass. Ah, there you go. That's fucking great. The Covey Pass. You know, I had a experience this weekend with family members to really see how entrenched people are with this lie, because it's so much better than realizing we may have to stand up for ourselves and could possibly die in the process. That no matter what you put in front of people, no matter what you tell people who are engulfed in this storyline of illusory reality, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear any facts. They don't want to see any evidence. When they do, they go, you're entitled to your opinion. Opinion? We're talking about opinion. We're not talking about opinion, you see. We're talking about facts and evidence. And this window is closing. This shit ain't going away. People can pretend it's going away all they want. It ain't going away. As school starts, I think it was Max that played this video of someone else playing a video of this little girl. Her mommy was filming her and talking about the new school rules. As this little 8-year-old girl or something is pretty much in tears because of how stupid this is. Not being able to. Why else would you go to school? You go to school to be indoctrinated? It's more of a boot camp anyway, you see. The only reason kids survive it is because they got their friends. But now they're going to take that away. So, parents, if you support your kids going back to school, they need that education, you're garbage, you know? You're part of it. Because as you look around, the idiocy of people is why this works. The apathy, the ignorance, the fear, and the total idiocy. It's the only reason this works, you know? You have the idiots that will put on a uniform and enforce it and pretend they're going to be immune from it all. And then you have the idiots that support it all. Because everybody's scared. Oh, I can't stand up for myself. I can't stand up for freedom. That's just crazy. Even though I put a uniform on to fight for freedom and stand up for freedom and protect the Constitution and whatever I tell myself. But really, you know, and that's the problem. So there's your enforcers. And then you have all of your turncoats and redcoats and you know, people that are going to be reporting and going around and gathering information, getting it all together so that people can't go anywhere till they're tracked, surveilled 24/7, which definitely isn't going to lead to the ability to purchase products where if you don't follow what the government says, enforced through corporate means, you don't get your services, products, and goods. It's called fascism, by the way. I know I say that many times. But, oh, no. This is all happening because of the virus. I'm in the store today, and fucking ladies counting people. Like, who can't see that this isn't going away? Why isn't it going away? People are out here counting. People are enforcing the rules, whether they're corporate, you know, supervisors and employees trying to feel good about themselves or afraid of losing their paycheck. Maybe they've been threatened. Really, I go with the former because really it's ego that sits there and nitpicks and cares about this stuff like this and takes on a responsibility because it gives me meaning and now I have fulfillment in my life because I am the person working in a convenience store that enforces the amount of people that come in and whether they wear masks or not. You know, I'm important. The ego that gets fed mostly. But then, of course, with it comes the paycheck, the money, the survival, which, again, is what drives this whole thing. People, you know, afraid of not surviving. And they don't even see that they're run by their own fear. Well, they justify all these lies that make no sense. No matter what numbers you show them, no matter what people work in these facilities that they know that are actually telling them stories of things that are going on in these hospitals and with these numbers and the procedures. No, we'll ignore it all because it says right here they wouldn't do that. That's one I got, you know. Oh, everybody's not in on. No, they're not. But what happens is the rules get set, and then people follow them, and because they're afraid of confrontation, losing their money, or they love their ego, or whatever it is, they just do what they're told. It plays out because people just go along with it. Again, out of fear and apathy and ego, all defined the same way. Afraid of losing their way of life, losing their purpose, you know, their laziness to even care to know themselves, and their ego keeps them going every day. Get out of bed, my purpose, I'm going to go in, enforce these rules. And then, of course, on the corporate level, is where it's mostly going to be played out, because they're going to starve us motherfuckers to death. You know, that's the plan. Starve people like me who ain't fucking doing any of this bullshit. You know? The 68 seconds that I do put on the stupid mask a day, and that's the only time I do it, to run in and grab whatever it is I want to grab and get the fuck out, is the worst 60 whatever seconds of my life. You know? And soon I'll be choosing not even to do that, because, you know, oh my God, spider webs galore. Because it's just going to keep getting worse. Be lines out the door and shit. I don't wait in them fucking lines. Again, I don't go into any of these stores. You know? I see now, as the summer's getting here and people are coming out, more and more masks, more and more of the, you know, I didn't go for a walk today on the boardwalk with my family because I just couldn't see all these people in masks. You know, when I come in here, I'm secluded, and hardly anybody wears them. There, I don't have the same faith. My wife runs up there a lot. She says, oh yeah, masks galore. I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to fucking see it, you know. But again, you know, they play psychologically on everyone. So either way there, they win when it comes to whatever choices. That's why other choices have to be made. You know, you come and you vent, you talk, you keep going. I do my own things, you know, because I don't have an interest in acclimating into this fucking new normal at all. So I don't even want to go out and pretend that I'm doing it, you know. I do whatever the fuck I need to do, and I get the fuck out. And everywhere I go, I speak my fucking mind and say whatever it is I want to say and start a conversation about something with someone so everyone can hear me. You know? I utilize it the way I utilize it, you know? Because, again, the window's closing. And barely any faith in people, even those that recognize this, you know? How long are we just going to continue and pretend that it's going back to normal? Because a lot of the people that recognize this think we're going back to normal and think we're going to get I'm not talking about, you know, hardcore people that are after the truth. I'm talking about the regular people that are questioning, you know, strange things are afoot here. That's a little weird. Those people, you know, they're just waiting and hoping and believing that's going to get back to normal. It's not. Look at me. Come here. It's not going back to fucking normal. Ever. You tell yourself that, you know. Again, I have many relatives that believe that. Oh, this will happen, that'll happen, and I'll go back to normal. Tommy. Yeah. Okay. You know. Meanwhile, again, what happened today? More quantitative easing in the market. More assets being bought up by the Fed and the central banks around the world, more and more ownership, more and more debt being issued, more and more control of all the products, goods, services owned by one centralized unit. But no, it's the good guys and they're doing it to take down the cabal. Yeah, that's why gold's going nowhere, silver's going nowhere, Bitcoin keeps dropping. By the time, again, all that happens, you'll be faced with moral dilemmas on what freedoms you want to give up, whether or not you want to keep that money and tiptoe and hang on to life, dear life. I don't care how enslaved I am. I have to fucking live here. Oh, you know, having no idea the true spirit that you are. Yep, you know, it's amazing to realize, how many people can't see the selling of their soul to the force that they claim, the evil force they claim to stand against in life, whether it's religion or... They can't see that this is what they're doing by their ignorance and apathy and ego, refusing the truth, believing a lie, and condemning others because they want the world to be the way they're programmed to believe it needs to be to keep them safe. Now, you can't see there's a moral in there that even Jesus taught. Nah. You know what I mean? That's just... All you gotta do is believe and go to church, man. Come on. And hang on to everything. Hold on to all your shit. Fuck everybody else. And if they don't do what you think you need to be done, well, the hell with them. They're the evil, right? Because it's that easy, Life's supposed to be... This life lesson's supposed to be that fucking easy. My flowers coming in here. These flowers only last a few weeks. I noticed them blooming the other day when I wasn't filming. So... See, they're on their way, but when they come fully out, I don't know what I'm getting in the fucking camera, so I'm sorry here. I'm doing my best. When they come fully out, that's what they look like, and they only last a couple weeks. There's only a few of them back in here. This is where I come deep, where I don't usually see people. So, although, like I said, lately they've been wandering around. Seems pretty quiet in here today, though. Again, cross over the one spot where people usually... Or no, actually I deleted that video. Never mind. I did a video where I was explaining all that and was interrupted, and I was explaining the location. I did another one that day instead. Deleted that one. Anywho, I just don't know how long people are going to pretend government's their hero, or the opposite of the government that's in there is going to be the hero. They're complete farcical way of life, of their perception of what's going on here, is actually the evil itself. Again, all this is going to be enforced by people. People in corporate positions holding your food hostage, to uniforms that come and enforce and rip children and families away because of you COVID app trackers that are just... Oh, this will give me purpose every day, and I'll be fighting against the virus, and I'll be saving humanity. That little baby mentality that people have when they refuse the truth all around them. But I'm going to stay right here because this is what gives me purpose. Without it, what am I going to do? Am I going to have to stand up for what's right? Oh, no. Am I going to have to speak out? Am I going to have to risk my safety, my food, my life, my survival? Oh, no. You're wrong. Nope, there's a virus, dummy. There is. See? Ha, ha, ha. Conspirator. You conspiracy crazy guy. Ooh, let me go back into the news. I'm here on 5th Street with my mask on, keeping me safe, reporting this news today for you so I can keep this in your face 24/7. We'll be back right after this. Where were you the day the world changed? Next commercial, Allstate is here for you. You can miss a payment. Next commercial, Toyota is here during these times of trouble. No, it's not programming at all. You fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. Whether I know you, don't know you, or you're a part of my family, fucking idiots. Wake up, babies. Yeah, I get emotional. I get annoyed. I'm frustrated with people. Like, today they're spraying the living fuck out of us. You probably can't see. I'll try to give you a shot. This is just white spooge up there. But, they had spray lines, X's all over the place, whooshings, it was unbelievable. And as you know what I mean, trying to explain that to people is hard enough. They can come out and see their name written in the sky and go, oh, what a coincidence, it's beautiful, it's serendipity. You know what I mean? Fucking realize, it's being done and sprayed. And if you want to wear a mask for something, that's what you probably should be wearing a mask for, but, fuck that too. But I'm just saying, if you want to care about breathing shit, that's what you're breathing, dumbasses. Hard enough to explain that shit. And then if something like this happens and you go, Okay, you know what I mean? Everything they've ever wanted to do and bring in, from surveillance to tracking to the controlling of people through the number system, through the denial of products, through the beast system, through, government control, tyranny. Everything they've ever wanted to bring in is right here because of a virus that when you look at it, makes no fucking sense what they did, what they're telling you, what it is, how it works, but they're not connected. They wouldn't do that. You know, it's just airplanes. Government would never do 9/11. Frolicking in life. Oh no, fear! I condemn you! I condemn you! But I'm the good guy. Let me get to church. Let me get over to church. Okay, church. I believe in you, Almighty. I believe in you. I believe in you. Fuck you, heretic! I believe in you. I believe. You know what I mean? This is fucking people, and you can't see why we're stuck on this fucking planet like a bunch of fucking little babies in the hole, and the rest of us walk around going. You know, like that emoji with the fucking face, like, Jesus Christ. How the hell did I get here? You know, what the fuck? Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. All right, so today, 2 o'clock on InfoWars, controlled opposition, Alex is a shill, oh, I can't watch it, let me hold my crotch. Oh, my God, he said InfoWars. Today, at 2 o'clock on InfoWars, AJ will be interviewing Mark Passio. Watch the interview, okay? Disregard the platform. Be happy that millions of people will be seeing it and getting a message from someone as intelligent and caring about freedom as Mark. Instead of going, oh, it's controlled. Plus, I'm afraid, if I put that on, will they track me? Will I go into a list? If you went on a fucking list by now, you ain't doing your job, fake truther, fake freedom fighter. If you ain't on a fucking list being fucking targeted and having shit taken down and censored, shadow banned, and channels deleted and suspended, and targeted with trolls and you know what I mean. If none of that shit's going on, you're walking. Hey, the Q fence. Hey, the reset fence. Year 0. Hey, silver manipulation has stopped. Yay! Yeah. Okay. Okay, you know the channels I'm talking about. I don't like to talk bad about other channels, but I don't like fucking bullshit either while we're losing our freedoms and rights in a way that Adolf Hitler would be walking around with permanent fucking cream stains in his fucking pants if he had the technology that is out here being accepted by the people. Like, he'd be constantly have a guy behind him. Sir, you need to change your pants. Oh, sorry, I just was thinking about how dumb these people are. Another couple feet. Sir, again, you need to change your pants. I'm sorry, I can't get it out of my head how stupid these fucking people are. That's what we could be. All right, you know what I mean. Again, I do have to make jokes, but because it is so fucking stupid, and when you know who you are, this is an experience, and if this is what the bulk of humanity is going to choose, boy, do you have a soul journey to go on. Oh, in the physical for you and your kids with that boot on your neck. And a realization of, oh my God, I chose this? This wasn't done to me? I physically chose this myself with my ignorance, apathy, and ego? Woe is me. Woe what I've done to my children. Oh, all those cops that took care of us and said you're my friend and we're all together. Oh, they're robots and gone now. Their families the same. Enemies of the people right now. Their own children. They're condemning to this by enforcing any of this bullshit. Some video of another fucking cock choking someone to death yesterday. Yeah, that's fucking great. You fucking garbage people. Yeah, that's keeping the peace. I think the guy was even handcuffed. Oh, you're in danger. Did he say something about your mama? Did he say something about your mother's a whore or something? What? You don't talk about my mama? Oh, I'm in a uniform, motherfucker. Bunch of fucking retards, man. Those guys should be hung in the fucking street. Behaving like that. Oh my God, he doesn't like the police who protect and serve us. Let me tell you something. If you're not a cop who's sticking to the Constitution no matter what right now, no matter what it does to your job, your life, your reputation, then you're a piece of shit. And you're a fugazi. And you're a fucking liar. You're an egomaniac. Real police and peace officers, we say, wait a minute, this Constitution talks about people's inalienable rights, inherited, this enshrined, First Amendment, Second Amendment, but this is what I came to protect, not you fucking elites, because I have balls. I signed up here for freedom, see? And courage, that's why I'm here. If you're not doing that, you're an enemy of the people and you're fucking garbage, which would be, I'd say with this crew now of egomaniacs they've hired over the past 20 years, 90%. And I think I'm being generous, you know? Really, because even if there's only 60% of them that are total fucking smacked asses, that other 30% of the 90 will go along with it. And they'll just fucking not say a word. So, you're included in that. You fucking people scared to put yourselves on the line. Oh, but you signed up to protect freedom. Yeah, that's what you did. Yeah. You went up to say, look at me, mommy. I can do whatever I want now. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna cheat on my wife 37 fucking times, get married 87 fucking times, because I'm a cop. Dun, 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 dun. And it's all those women's fault. You know? Like I haven't been around their fucking social life. Fucking maniacs. Power, ego. And that was back when there wasn't hardly a lot of them. A lot of people stayed married back then. A lot of people weren't doing that. You know? But there was enough of them. Now? Pfft, Jesus God. Gotta conquer everything. Law of the jungle. Yeah, I'm hard on people like this because you've sold yourselves out and you're going to come and either take my freedom probably or you'll be part of starving me and my family to death. So I really don't have a soft spot for your ignorance and your ego problems and your childhood trauma. I don't give a fuck. We all got it. Get over it. Become a fucking man, whether you're a woman or a man. Get that fucking masculine side going and stand up for what's right. Walking around and forcing, excuse me, sir, I pulled you over because you didn't move over enough when I was on a car stop and I need 17 lanes to be safe and the governor made a rule and so now I get to stop and harass you while you're driving even though you're not fucking doing anything wrong. Yeah, that's happened to me, you know. Just fucking looking at him like, oh my God, little fucking girl, probably too, in school. Teacher, you didn't give homework, can I be the safety monitor? Sir, he's talking, teacher. You know, now they're in a uniform. Sorry, again, these are the people that used to be weeded out, believe it or not. You know, when I was first there, job was nothing like it is now. Again, it was pre-9/11, but we were taught, look, just leave people alone, you know what I mean? Help anyone you need, settle anything that needs to be settled, put yourself in their shoes, treat everyone like you'd want to see your mother treated. And whether or not that was the actual way the job was going to go, you know what I mean, and it didn't in the last years of it, that was the way people were trained as monkeys to behave, the monkeys that we were, and it made sense. And a lot of the older guys who, when I came on, had like 15 years on and did time in Nam and stuff like that, they saw to it. And I remember when I was leaving my last years of being there, and I was an instructor at the academy and stuff, and, you know, a shop steward for the union, and, you know, kind of in the middle of a lot of things. That shit, see, those are the people that, you know, were leaders and said, hey, you know, treat people right. Trying to do that to these newer generations, and again, this was late 90s, early 2000s. I started seeing it then, you know. People tell me when I left, I would have never survived if I would have stayed. I would have came in and banged my head on that day, on that wall every day, you know, or been fighting with people, because that happens too in the roll room, by the way. Oh, but all cops have each other's back. They're all best friends. No, they're not. No, they're not, you know. So I call out to any of you people with any kind of fucking sanction or you know, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Any kind of morality, I guess. Any kind of soul to understand why you took that job. And you know what? The same goes to all you people working in the food stores and the convenience stores. Because that's really where it mostly is. You don't see it in, you know, businesses that are open, you know, whatever. The restaurants that are trying to survive doing takeout, who are all, you know, they'll rub your feet if you just order their $80 fucking dinners. You know what I mean? It's not coming from them so much. They're being shut down and told, no, you can't come in here. You can't bring people in. They can't socialize. They can't eat together. They can't act human. No way. So I'm not really talking about those kind of businesses. I'm talking about your corporate essential businesses, the sub makers, because that's essential, you know. Cigarette sellers, grocery stores, your, you know, 5G, you know, cable companies and all your shit, all your people that are out there essential, doing the jobs Whether you're out installing the equipment for the smart grid, or you're in a corporate uniform enforcing, don't touch that handle, you're standing too close, your mask is too low, there's too many people in the store, making yourself feel all good. People should be walking away from these jobs in droves. Saying, you know what, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not telling people to do that. No, I'm not, this concert I talked about over the weekend. Wait a minute, no, we're not doing that. Everybody come and do it. Oh, the cop's going to write everybody. Well, how about thousands of people? Everybody's sitting at home going, this is bullshit. Start realizing you need to start talking to the people around you that do believe in this bullshit. They need to hear your voice. Maybe build a little courage in them. Now, again, I've had a tough lesson this weekend in realizing how strong the brainwashing is, amongst relatives and people you love. They won't let it go. They have their own psychological issues. They won't look at facts. They won't look at evidence. They won't break down that fake perception, because then reality will smack them right upside the back of the fucking head. And anything but that, Stand up for what? No, I'd rather call you a conspiracy theorist and eventually say that you're a blasphemous heretic witch, anti-vaxxer who's endangering my children's health. Ooh, let me protect my hair. Get him in bubble wrap. Honey, put him in bubble wrap and let him go out and roll in that one spot in the backyard. He'll have fun, I swear. We're good parents. Oh, wait, the tracker. Let me get the COVID tracker. You know what? That person next door that just pulled in to visit that guy, he's yellow. Bring the baby in, and let's alert that there's a potential next door. Got to be safe. I'm the hero of the world. What else can I do to control everybody else? Look at NWO goes. The NWO sits back and says, you're doing a great job. We don't have to do nothing. Just keep being a dumb fucking idiot for us. Ting. All right. I'm done. Mark's coming on this afternoon, 2 o'clock Eastern on InfoWars. Check out the interview. Listen to the information. Don't worry about the platform. And be happy that the size of the audience will be actually hearing truths, unwatered down truths that aren't about a political perception or a religious perception or a reset of year zero, or just the basic fucking hard, cold truth, if I can talk, about the rights we're losing and why we're losing them. So anyway, love you guys. Get learning, get speaking.